What's good, y'all boys? It's Steak Guy 102. We're back with another video, man. You guys can see we had the breakout game last week against the Vikings. He quit early. We already had 2 out of the 3 touchdowns, so we just went to Discord, make sure everybody was cool with it. So I went ahead and upgraded him to superstar. Right here, we upgrade vertical threat, and everything right there got upgraded. And I want to say I gave him short and elite. I changed it a few times, but for the most part, I stuck with that just because I put my tight end on drags a lot. It's just a really easy, simple way to beat man, and then it helps on crossing routes. Right here, we got my boy Cottrell. He helped us for a few weeks, but then I got out that formation. I got Joe Mixon back there, so he hasn't been getting much burn. Still respect everything he did for me, though. And right here, upgrade my left tackle. We always got to go pass protector. Got to give my boy Russ some more time, and let's get into the game. Going up against the number 2 team in the league, number 1 in the AFC, the Ravens. Yes, sir. I want to say they had 2 or 3 losses at this point. But anyway, right here, he screams off the edge. We go in and say, you got to spy Russell Wilson. Somebody let him know. And, you know, honestly, I can see why he's number 2. He plays some pretty good defense. I just got some big shots here and there. That was pretty much enough to drive down the field. Right there, we hit Jakeem Grant, hit him with a nice little spin move. Got a little sticky. We got to try to get out right there, but it is what it is. We hurried up because we like where we're in. We're going to this flood play, which is quickly becoming one of my favorite plays in bunch because that out route just gets over so many zones. We put Mixon on the angle route. Right here is man coverage. I probably should have went to the out route. It would have been wide open, but we dumped off the Cottrell. Thought I would get more yards than that because he had his flats on like 10 yards, but we only get 3 because we get a terrible truck animation. And right here, he hurries it up, and I was assuming that he was going to run man again. We roll out. We had Joe Mixon, but we stay patient and hit Jakeem Grant, and we somehow do not catch the touchdown. Right here, we go to space and switch. We hit Sims. I thought we had the first down. I hurried up just to make sure it's 4th and 1. I wanted to go back to space and switch, but I was like, there's no way he's going to run that same coverage. He's going to run man right here. He doesn't run man, so this zone just absolutely bags this play. I try to highball it to my tight end, but Russ just can't make that throw on the run. So we don't get points on our first drive. One of the rare occurrences that we don't get any points in this franchise, just how much our offense been balling. So we're already at a disadvantage because our opponent gets the ball at half and he has a chance to go up 7. Right here, he runs his play in bunch tight end, and I'm over it on it with my user, but he playmaking him up, which gave him the little room he needed to make a throw. That was pretty good decision making right there. He hits his corner route. I sent the dogs, had everything kind of underneath. We didn't get there, so he had plenty of time. Stuff was wide open. Not gonna lie, right there should have been a PI. It really should have, but they don't call it. Everything else is in a snuggie. Great defense. 2nd and 10, we get pressure off the edge. I don't know where that was going, but I feel like that was a pick because everything was bagged. 3rd and 10, there's no way I don't follow the tight end right there. He had the drag coming, but that just wasn't first down range. Right here, he tries to test us deep. My boy Johnson makes a crazy play. We were really focusing on Henry Ruggs this game. Some of the guys in the franchise would stream their games, put it in the Discord. I got a chance to check out one of his games, and I was like, okay, Ruggs is, you know, that's his number 1 guy. If he has him in any openings, he's gonna throw it up to him, which is honestly not a bad idea. You can't go wrong with, what is he, 98, 99 speed. So my game plan was just to focus on him, not let him get any deep bombs. He holds us to a 4th and 10. We hit the slant route to Jakeem Grant. Yes, sir. He had a lineman, I think, out there in coverage, so there's no way he was going to cover that. Right here, everything was bagged, but Grant comes open late, and I mean, Grant is balling, man. He's quickly becoming my favorite target over Marquise Goodwin. Marquise Goodwin has more yards just because he gets the deep bombs, the deep strengths. But Grant, for the most part, gets us down the field. And we can't forget about Sims. It's right there. He fights for us a little bit. He runs man right here. Pretty good coverage. I probably should have took off, but I was waiting to see if something came back. We playmaker the tight end. Hit him. That is a dive. Try to hit a little spin move, but that might have been the slowest spin I've ever seen. I'm not even going to lie to y'all. Right here, we hurried up. You know, we got stopped down here the first time. I feel like we should have had that touchdown to Grant. But right here, we got to make sure we get points. Everything's pretty much bagged. Great coverage. We take off with Russ. He bites back, and we get our easy yards. 2nd and 3, I was like, you know what? I'm going to run the ball. I need to make sure I get points. I'm going to hand it off, and boom, Joe Mixon for our easy touchdown. Something I noticed on the first drive was like I was not sending pressure enough. Whenever he had time, he was able to make good reads. Right here, he has the tight end delay, doesn't hit it. It's 3rd and 24. You know, we can't ever give these up. He throws it up in double coverage. We get the easy side. They bobble it up, and Stefon Diggs comes down with it. Not only do we miss the interception, we threw it up in double coverage. It bobbles up. I put my guy in perfect position, and then we miss it again, and he gets a free 7. Come on, man. Defense is already hard enough on this game. You got to give me my stops when I need them. It's right here. Jakeem Grant's just been cooking on that crossing route. I probably should have rat catched that. Could have made a crazy play happen. Right here, it's 2 minutes left. You know what? He's a good opponent. I'm going to get out here. I'm going to run the ball. We get a lot of yards there, but it was fine if he stops us because I'm turning true clock on, and I want to give him the ball back with the least amount of time as possible because he does get it at half. So if we go into the second half tied, I'm honestly at a disadvantage because he gets ball. So right here, I'm trying to make this the last drive of the game. But right, if it's open, I'm gonna score. I'm gonna take my points right there, give him the ball back because I feel like I have the bag for his defense now. You know, I just gotta blitz a little bit more, mix it up, and right here, like I said, we get the sack on first down, 2nd and 20. Right here, we had everything bagged. He get a broken play, but our user gets over there fast enough to knock him out of bounds. Yes, sir. 3rd and 20. We send the pressure. Everything is in a snuggie, man. It's easy to look at these franchise games and, you know, you can say it's probably my offense that wins me most of these games. But for the most part, against people, my defense always is either bagging them or I get that one stop I need in the clutch moments, you know. So the offense is explosive. It's really good. It's right here, we try to get something crazy with Marquise Goodwin, but it's just so hard with how slow they cut. But like I was saying, the offense is good, but man, this defense is just so underrated. He comes out and prevent. We're trying to just get in field goal range. We hit Jakeem Grant. Yes, sir. Now we just got to kick this field goal. And honestly, I thought it was going to be a lot faster than that. So I just shanked the kick. That's so tough. We could have had a 2-possession lead going into the second half, but you live, you know, you make mistakes. You got to keep it pushing. Can't live off of it. Right there, he threw a dot over my user, but luckily we was in close enough position to go knock the ball out. Right here, everything is in a bag. We click on the Hayward and he makes a crazy play. Yes, sir. Give me those, man. The defense is just balling. We see him in that cover 3. We caught him on the weak side where he had his inside third on the other side, so the seams is wide open. We hit Marquise Goodwin. That boy is a speedster. He is out of there, and that's why he's one of the league leaders in receiving yards because he always gets those big plays somewhere. He might not have a lot of catches, but he always get a big play. Right here, we knock it out, and I wish John Johnson would have got the pick. On 4th and 4, he decides to punt it. You know, I say every video, I'll never say that's a good idea, especially this year on Madden. It's just so easy to get first downs, but you know, he wanted to be conservative, especially if you're struggling to stop somebody's offense. You're down 2 possessions. I just don't see the reason to punt right there. But like I said, he wanted to be conservative, so you can't blame him for that. We're just cooking. I don't know what happened to his coverage right there. It looked like a blown assignment. So Marquise Goodwin comes wide open on the streak. We're up. You know, it was a close game at first. I feel like we locked in the second half. We just started balling. Right there, I tried to go back over there and make a crazy play with my user, but I just sent the guy a little too early. I wasn't close enough to make it. 2nd and 10. Everything's just in a bag. We're playing amazing defense. He doesn't throw it away. We get the sack. 3rd and 23. Send the dogs. Makes him throw another one. He throws that same route in double coverage and catches it. I don't know what it is about that route, but just Stephon Diggs goes crazy on it. And right here, we try to make a crazy click on. I thought the guy was going to go up the field. We had it, but he just stayed down there. He throws a nice dot. He tries bunting right here, and come on. You cannot do that. Bunting is a dog. Give me those. Yes, sir. This wheel route to Joe Mixon was killing him. It's a cover 3 beater. It's just that whole play is just a cover 3 beater. If you don't have the route deep, then the wheel route comes wide open. Right here, I probably could have hit my tight end, but I didn't want to risk it. So we just stay patient, wait to see if we can see somebody come open. And then boom, we playmaker Joe Mixon up, and that's a dive. Those are the kind of throws you can make when you have Gunslinger, man. Right there, we just scream off the edge. We're just blitzing. I think we're in dollar now, just trying out a new defense. You know, we have a big lead. They're pretty confident he's not going to come back. It's right there. He throws it, and we don't get any animation on the ball. Come on, man. I clicked on, put him in perfect position. He didn't even attempt to go catch the ball, so he gets an easy first down on 3rd and a mile. That is so tough right now. He's just dumping it off. You know, taking what everything he can get underneath. And honestly, I'm just chilling. I'm like, there's no way he's gonna come back unless I give him a free touchdown. And I don't know, Gordon, you gotta go give me that pick right there, man. You're a safety. You gotta go up and get those. But he throws a nice dot, hands it off, and he runs it in. So it's now 14-35. Again, that wheel route was just so good against cover 3, man. I'm telling y'all, Bunch is just by far the best formation in the game. It's just really so good. Right here, we go to the corner route. I honestly rolled out too early. When you roll out that fast, most people know that you're trying to hit something to the side that you're rolling out. Probably should have had a dig coming backside, would have been wide open. But you know, it is what it is. We stay patient. And just, he's not sending pressure, you know. If you give, that's a lot of people in this franchise, you know, they don't blitz enough. Like, this game is just, I don't think it's good enough for you to just sit back, be able to sit back in coverage every play and get stops, just because stuff is going to get open. It's right here. We hit the curl route. I was pretty confident that he was, I said curl. We hit the wheel route. I was pretty confident that he wasn't going to play that because, first of all, that was a D lineman. And second of all, you know, you can't put D lineman in deep zones. I figured he was in a curl flat or a hard flat, so he's going to come down. So we throw it. It then might not have looked open at first, but that's just a dot. And come on, right there. We get the sack. Somebody, we got 2 safeties standing right there. Somebody picked that off. 3rd and 10. He just dumps it underneath the Swift. I'm completely fine with that. It's a minute left. He goes right here. We run a little bit of man coverage, and Adams. Come on, you telling me you can't guard a tight end in, man? You telling me you can't guard a tight end, and man, we gotta be better than that right there. He comes out in his bunch tight end. He flips sides, and then he gets to my weak side of the cover 3. That's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to flip, but you gotta see I put that guy on the inside quarter so he can't get him beat up the streak instead of having him in the curl flat. And then I'll just go guard the flats myself. He has the flat route wide open. He didn't throw it. We got pressure. He didn't have time to throw anything else, so I will take it. That's why I'm like, you just gotta blitz. You don't have to blitz all the time, but you have to mix in some blitzes here and there. It's right there. He just throws it away. Everything's in a bag, man. We honestly have his offense pretty much figured out for the most part. He tries us over top. Cisco can't get over there to get the pick, but Hayward knocks the ball out. Great defense. Right here, he might have been able to hit that crossing route, but I'm pretty confident my deep third would have played it. So everything's bad. He just throws it away. You know, 47 seconds left. Again, I would say in a normal situation, I would just run the clock out right here in the game. But you know, it's a franchise. You need these stats. You need these yards. Get some league leaders, some player of the weeks, you know, get those upgrades, try to get the abilities on guys. It's right here. We hit Joe Mixon, and Surtain makes a crazy play. That's the acrobat. Probably the best defensive ability in the game. 4th and 4. We take off with Russ. We get down. We call the timeout. You know, 13 seconds up. We're trying to see if we can do something. We run around. We hit the tight end delay. Okay, you gotta fight for me. He can't get the first. 6 seconds left. We go to space and switch. He runs man, so everything is bagged. That plays good against zone, but man's bags it, so we just throw something stupid, honestly. Luckily, it does not pick. And that's the GG's. We only have one more game. If we win that against the 49ers, we'll finish 17-0. Hope I see y'all guys there.